Hello everyone, I was supposed to stream with the boys today, but that didn't happen, so instead we're going to look at some Reddit posts. I haven't really done this, but I have been watching a lot of videos lately of people just reading Reddit posts, and a bunch of them have done really well for themselves just reading Reddit posts. So, hell, let's give it a try. The first one I found here is on Ask Reddit. Window cleaners of Reddit. What is the weirdest thing you've seen while on the job? The first one is really standard actually. He says, contrary to what everyone thinks, we don't actually see a lot. People don't realize that we are looking at the glass, trying to do our job, not through the glass. Sometimes something might catch your eye if you're not focused, but you never really see anything. But if I go down, there's a guy that said, once while cleaning a high-rise apartment, an old lady kindly asked me if I was hungry and proceeded to open the window and hand me a pizza slice. So I sat there, 27 stories up, tangling on my chair and eating pizza. It was a good day. That's wholesome. Yeah, I agree with math sucks. Both in that it was wholesome and that math sucks. Decent. Not a window cleaner, but was seen by one while masturbating. My curtains were closed and I locked my door, but there's a small window at the top of the door which I never thought of because no one can see through it unless they're on the ladder. The dorm did not inform us the window cleanings. I was on the bed with my earphones, just doing it before going to my next class. I suddenly saw a head outside the window turn around and descended, so I looked outside. After a few minutes of freaking out, I saw a guy with a ladder knocking on a door and cleaning the window after talking to the student inside. You know, I've almost been in one of those situations before. Apparently, there were some window cleanings happening in my apartment where I used to live. And I was sitting there playing a game, and I think I was playing a game where there were very loosely dressed women. And I don't remember if I had my pants on or not. I didn't actually get into the act, but I turned around and I saw two ladies cleaning the windows, which was a shock because I lived on the 4th floor. But yeah. My friend's uncle was a window washer at the World Trade Center and he died on the job. That's very sad. Let's not read that one. My time to shine. I was 14 years old cleaning out a house of a guy that died in New York. We were just filling the pickup truck and driving to the dump every 2 hours. No shit, I find a German copy of Mein Kampf and a beer stain on his shelf. I was like, the cup is cool and his book sounds famous, and I took them with me. 3-4 years later I figured out the book was not a good thing. The beer stein is still sitting in my room in my mom's house. Read the question again, please. I mean, that's fine. There's not a lot of things that has happened. I was about 7 floors up and I noticed across the street 2 men on the balcony. It was a very tidy young Korean man in a white bathrobe and an older white dude completely bald and about 55. The young man was busy shaving the older man's back with a considerable degree of formality. His every motion was measured and serious. After a couple of minutes of shaving, I assume to the point of hairless satisfaction, the young man left to go inside and the older man basked in the sunlight, occasionally taking photographs of himself and presumably posting them on the internet. After a short while, I had more or less given up on the windows to keep watching, the younger man came out holding a cat in much the same way the waiter might hold a large platter. Elbows right angles, hands facing up, cat evenly supported, back straight. He presented the cat to the older man and continued to hold it. What the hell am I reading? And continued to hold it while the older man brushed the cat to his satisfaction. At which point, the young man returned to the apartment with the cat and the older man resumed basking. Again, the younger man returned with the same posture, this time presenting an apple with both hands. Picking up an apple, the older man dismissed his younger man and carefully inspected the apple. Now, this is where it really gets weird, okay? The apple was clearly not satisfactory. The older man frowned at this apple and looked to his right where the cat I had not previously noticed was sleeping. He proceeded to thoroughly polish the apple on the cat to the point where the cat oils had risen a sheen on the apple that I could see from across the street. The older man, after a brief and satisfactory inspection, then ate the newly cat hair flavored apple, and the son and I carried on with my day. I mean, that sounds about right. That sounds about what it's expected. Is that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. Oh well. I mean, there's somebody say pornography on a laptop, sitting on the coffee table. Somebody said, my wife. Okay. Oh well. Oh, here's another one. Two hobos on the street in a shouting match, and a third that moments before was peacefully bathing in the fountain and started bathing faster so he could make a run for it. Anyways, that's it. See you later.